All new, all redesigned, all free. Download it from the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jace Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And back in his undisclosed location, free of asbestos underneath the seats of Camp Randall. He is the Packers Hall of Famer. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
Why do you think that's that's fireproofing?
I know, but
do you?
Not that there's not. Yeah, I do. I did know that. Yes, they've got that at Lambeau too. But
for the record, there's no asbestos at Camp Randall
indeed,
that we know of.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't even say allegedly. Like I would be careful if I was.
Well, you're free of asbestos at your undisclosed location. That was an accurate statement, I think. Unless there's something about your.
We cannot confirm that.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. I hope.
Asbestos is nothing to joke about, and I'm sorry for joking about it.
Come on.
Good morning, Tausch. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. What do you want? I can't. What? I'm doing fine.
11 straight games. They beat your guy Skeens last night, and you're just okay.
Skeens.
Just okay. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm a little bit because Eleanor's been at day camp, and I've told you guys for everybody that hasn't checked out the Jones Dairy, Eleanor got I took her out to lunch there. We put that video up. Eleanor is kind of the straw that stirs the drink in our house.
I can see that.
And she has not been here. So we are going to grab her tonight. I'm excited to see her. But, and I'll say this. At these camps, you can write a note. And a couple days ago, she wrote a great note. My guess is I can tell she's having a great time, which is awesome. But we didn't get a note last night. So I was a little bit bummed. That's all. It's nothing about, not everything. Listen, man, it's great that, it's great that the Brewers are winning 10 and 11 games.
Her daddy wants to be missed, and he's not telling me.
Yeah. I don't feel horrible. I know she's having a great time. I was hoping that she had written us another note. That's all. She didn't. So
I kind of like.
Do I scold her in the car ride home about? Should I scold her on the way home, or should I force 2 protein muffins down her throat as we're driving back? Or do I just say, God, am I glad you had a great time. It's awesome that you enjoyed yourself at this 4-day camp.
We missed you. We're glad to have you home. Aw. I like this vulnerable Tausch. I kind of like this guy.
I'm going to probably do I'm a little bummed, and I'm going to probably bring a protein muffin with me to make sure she eats it.
No, don't guilt trip her for not sending a note.
There's no guilt. I'm not going to guilt trip her at all.
I'm a little bummed. I'm a little bummed.
No, I'm not going to say that to her. I'm telling you. Because I try to be as authentic as I can on the show, and that is how I feel this morning. All right.
We appreciate your honesty. Don't make her feel bad. So you guys can
sit here and make fun of me? I don't care.
We're not making
fun of me all you want.
We love this side of you.
It's a wholesome moment here.
It's great.
Yeah. You would make fun of Wilde for saying this, and now
you would. No, I would not.
You would. Yeah, you would.
I would make fun of Wilde for going to sit and watch her practice, not even practice, watch her watch a football game and lay on a picnic table. Yes, that I will make fun of. But if he says that his kid... What?
I was sitting on the ground writing, remember? I wasn't laying on a picnic table.
So I think it's a little different than she being gone for 4 days and Jason not letting her. Well, I'm not going to even get in this. Why are you all trying to bring me down? I'm already a little sad. You don't need to bring me down.
I appreciate you admitting you're a little sad, bummed. We're not trying to bring you down at all. We love.
You worked.
No. Well, I asked you how you were doing.
I started it.
And you said, I'm okay.
We thought, wow, Brewers have won 11 straight. Chance for free burgers today. Tausch is going to be great. Brewers fever. And instead,
Bulaga's on.
You hit us with
Well, let me tell you
there.
something. I'm going to be great. I'm not going to let this all, we're going to get her. It's going to be awesome. But I think that trumps in my world. Everybody's world's different. I don't know. We're not even surprised anymore. Like, I watched the game last night. There's nothing surprising. Like, what is anybody surprised that they just trounced them?
14-0 in a game that was started.
I wasn't surprised. Once it got to 5-0, I legit flipped it off and watched the Badgers training camp day on the Big Ten Network. That they went and interviewed Grimes and Fickle and Tressel. Because that thing was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Well, you missed a bunch more home runs.
This team has gotten to the point where you're shocked if they lose. I'll be shocked if they don't get burgers today. Be shocked.
Well, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. I thought that was great to start the show. I have no issue whatsoever. I do not want to bring you down. I love the fact that you have a daughter who can stay away from you for 4 days. Our people do not. They couldn't do a camp for that long. So I'm glad that I don't have to miss them.
I'm not going to diagnose things on
Don't do it.
I won't. I just said I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I just said I'm not going to diagnose
I'm not saying we should talk about Pat Murphy's job.
I mean, if you dropped your kids off at practice and didn't watch every second they did, I'm not going to say that. I'm not gonna.
He can't help himself. He can't help himself.
I won't do that, Jason. I will not. I won't. Like Jesse said 3 months ago, I'm not even going to have a conversation about having a conversation with you about that. Just so we're all on the same page. Won't even go there.
I'm here to make you just here to make you feel better. All right.
Can I ask a question about this?
Oh boy.
Oh no.
It's corollary.
Adjacent.
Yeah. Because this was a big thing when I was in, and this crazy to think when I was in college was like 12, 13 years ago now.
There's no spring chicken anymore.
Yeah. All of us called our parents a different allotment. Like one guy called his parents. He was from Florida. He called his parents every day to talk to them. I called mine. I tried to do like twice a week, 2 or 3 times a week. Felt like a good amount because I didn't like drive home a bunch to see them on weekends. Like, what's the when and now I don't want to put you guys in a spot here because your kids aren't going to college yet by any means. But this is what it reminds me of. Like, when your kids are away, how often do you expect them to check in with you?
I have no idea because they're away from me.
Yeah.
Whoa, Nelly!
All right.
Never mind.
I had a major accomplishment yesterday. I would like to have recognized.
What is it?
After gymnastics
You
practice.
let your kids go to the mall for an hour by themselves?
God, you're such a.
Whoa, Nelly!
After gymnastics.
You just said you had a major accomplishment, and this is what we're talking about.
He can't help
so I'm
himself.
assuming it's something kid-related. No?
No. Well, I mean, it's
You let him do the water slide in your house. You let him do that little slip
and slide. Very dangerous.
It's kid adjacent. So last night after gymnastics practice, which I did not attend, dropped them off and picked them back up. No, Paula didn't either, although she's back coaching, which we're very excited about. Picked the girls up, went to the Quick Trip right by the gymnastics gym, and we accomplished our goal with the help of the team at Quick Trip. We created our very own Dunker's Variety Pack. It had 6 flavors. We did one of each. Sid and I are doing a taste test every morning now on which one we're going to have. See if we can figure out, is it raspberry? Is it cherry? Is it banana? Is it cream? You're not impressed.
No, I am.
This has been my goal for quite a while.
I was going to let you finish your story. I wasn't going to interrupt you, which I know is different.
But also not used to that, yeah. No, story's done.
To me, So what the story is? So they let you open up different packs, and you could maneuver.
They had
dunkers?
so they had 5 of the 6 flavors available loose, right in the cabinet thing, and they opened up the cherry one so we could complete it. Great team over there at the Wabi Lane.
Just wait, so they opened a 6-pack of the cherries and pulled one out?
Yes, and put the other 5 in the.
What
thing.
did they do with the other 5? They're going to sell a 5-pack?
Put them in the. They put them back. They put them in the. Where the self-service area then. So I have been.
Did you tip the Quick Trip person after they did all this?
I did not. How do you tip somebody a Quick Trip?
What do you mean? Give them some.
Well, like if I'm paying with my card, it's one of the few places left in America that doesn't ask you if you'd like to leave a tip when you check out.
You did all that, and I'm assuming you just said thank you. That's what you did?
We had a lovely conversation. We talked about how it's going to be a discussion on the radio, that this was my invention that I wanted to do, that I think Quick Trip could have their variety packs prepackaged, one of each, and we created our own
How do you
instead.
think
It was
that
awesome.
would sell? How do you think that would sell?
I'm not a marketing
people like
expert.
what they like. I think
You don't think
people
they'd
like
want
what
the
they like.
variety?
No, I don't. I think if you go 2 and 2, like if you did it, and I see how you lined it up here. I think if you went 3 cherry, 3 raspberry, or 3 banana, 3 here, I don't think. Now, if you're bringing it into the office, I think it's great. If you're bringing it to the family, your kids, you know what they like.
You know what blueberry this morning. It was very good. By the way,
I think the way
I've never had the blueberry one.
Blueberry is good. I like the way Jason. I like the way he did this. He put 3 sets of 2 in a 6-pack.
Right. So on the left we've got cherry and raspberry. In the middle it's chocolate and blueberry, and then on the far right it's the cream and the banana.
Oh,
so it's all 6 flavors.
I never realized how similar some of those look.
Well, maybe
All right,
it's
let's
the
hit
cut
the,
light.
let's hit the
lighting.
power ranking on these. I think we power ranked this quick. It's simple to me. Blueberry is 1. What is it? Raspberry 2, cherry 3, chocolate 4. What are the other 2? Banana and what?
Banana and cream.
Cream, yeah.
Oh, vanilla cream is up higher.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna put
good.
Vanilla cream
Yeah.
3. Banana is 6 on 6 though for me on this.
Me too. Yep. I had never tried that one either. Banana 6, cherry 5,
Wow.
raspberry 4, blueberry 3, vanilla cream 2, chocolate 1.
Yeah, I just don't like chocolate. I'm just not a fan. Like, chocolate's going to be better than banana for me, but I always want my ice cream, my donut. I want to have a little vanilla in my life.
So no chocolate and no mint. Those are your 2 kind of.
I mean,
deal
I'll have
breakers.
chocolate, obviously.
So chocolate,
but yeah,
mint chocolate
is,
chip from.
No, I'm out. I don't say things hyperbolically all that often, but I will guarantee you, I'll still have occasionally one of those. I'm not going to say the name of it. They give those little chocolate mint bars out when you're walking out the restaurant.
I like those.
Occasionally. But I will never have another scoop, and I don't know the last time I've had a scoop of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Never again, and I won't do it. Like, that's something you can basically put it down. I can't say that about almost any other food. But you put that on the list, it ain't happening, capping. Not happening.
Wow. So mint chocolate
What's
chip
the
ice
one
cream.
food? What is your? I will never ever. Doesn't matter if my kids at their wedding say, "Dad, will you have a scoop of mint chocolate chip ice cream?" I'm going to tell them, "No, sir, no, ma'am, not happening, Captain." What is it for you?
And I'm so glad you're home from camp, honey. I don't know if I don't know if there's an ice cream that I won't eat.
Tapioca pudding.
Oh no, that's good.
No,
Tapioca pudding's good.
When I was a kid, I got a tapioca pudding. I didn't like the texture of it. I tossed it back up afterward, and
Whoa!
I am
That took a turn.
I'm forever out on tapioca pudding.
Okay. All right. Jason?
Well, the list
I'm not
is
saying it
long.
has to be ice cream. It could literally be anything.
Okay, well,
saying it's ice cream.
onions. I refuse to eat onions. I find them disgusting. Their taste, their texture, yuck, gross, terrible. Hate them.
So you never have fajitas. You never have.
I do. I just don't have that. Pick out
there's
the onions.
in. I bet you there's a lot of things you've had onion you don't even know about.
I remember going to a certain fast food joint when I was a kid that has these yellow arches, and they put onions on their like regular basic hamburger. I don't know if they still do that, if it's that automatically on there, but those little diced onions, I never recovered from that. Just can't do it. Yuck. Ugh.
I'll tell you what. I think if you're eating like tacos, you get that crunch of an onion. If you don't have that, I feel like you're missing out.
I think my life is really good, actually, without them. Much like your
could be
home,
better.
You want to miss out on something. You want to feel like you're missing out. Have leaky, creaky, squeaky windows instead of having Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Then you'll really feel like you're missing out.
I would agree. And for long-lasting comfort and reliability, it is easy to trust Pella. Each piece is specifically constructed for your home, always designed with innovation, rigorously tested for quality and performance, and built to create long-term energy savings. And there is no reason to wait, because if you order by August 31st, you get 0 interest for up to 60 months. It's 5 years of no interest payments, so don't miss out. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We need to get ready for Brian Bulaga. We'll talk a little bit about where the Packers stand at wide receiver. It ain't pretty. That's next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Get ready, Milwaukee. ESPN Wisconsin is coming to Davidson Park. Join us live on Friday, August 22nd for Media Day at Rev and Rumble, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. Jim, Matt, and Molly will be broadcasting from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Meet some of the amateur boxers before they step into the ring. Grab a photo and check out the park ahead of the big show. Then, don't miss the free Rev and Rumble Boxing Night on Saturday, August 23rd with top Midwest fighters, food trucks, drinks, family fun, and more. All from 3 to 8 p.m. Details and registration are at revandrumble.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Siding Unlimited is your local family-owned and operated resource for remodeling your home. We specialize in replacing windows, siding, roofing, doors, and decks. I say specialize because that is who we send to your home. Our team is built around the experts in all fields. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Looking for new windows, siding, roofing, and doors? Visit the 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Window Contractor of the Year winner at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Waukesha.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic. Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
The Brewers returned home after a 6-game road trip to take on the Mets at American Family Field this past weekend. After winning the first 2 games in the series, the crew, going for the sweep on Sunday, found themselves tied up at 6 with the Mets in the bottom of the 9th when Isaac Collins did this.
Fly ball to deep right. It is back. Soto back. Out of here! Isaac Collins walks it off against the Mets. You can't make it up.
Wayne Grindle with the call on 620 WTMJ. The Brewers, after sweeping the Mets, will stay at home and take on the Pirates for a 3-game series.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best racers since 1955. Camp on site all weekend, free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. GT World Challenge America is up next August 15th through the 17th. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Be a light, you match, your burning sun. I'll be the bright and black that's making you run, and we'll feel alright. We'll feel alright, 'cause we'll work it out. Yeah, we'll work it out. Now we're doing this. If you have a doubt, till the love runs out, till the love runs out. I'll be a ghost, you gain, you stadium. I'll be a fin.
All right, for those of you that did not enjoy our vulnerability from the big fella, missing Eleanor as she returns from camp, and then our power ranking of the Quick Trip donuts, which I actually enjoyed. It's a great idea from Tausch to just power rank all 6 in our do-it-yourself variety pack. Let's talk about the Packers wide receivers before we talk to Brian Bulaga. Christian Watson, PUP. Not going to be getting off PUP before camp ends, which we did discuss the possibility of at one point this offseason. Not happening, Captain. And Brian Gutekunst saying we're going to get to that after that 4th game, and he's going to be chomping at the bit to return, and we're going to have to hold him back. So we'll see if he makes the Halloween deadline. One Mark Gerald Tauscher put on his return. Dontavion Wicks hadn't practiced in 2 weeks. 2 weeks with his calf injury. Jaden Reed hobbling around with a walking boot on his left foot. And then Romeo Doubs in what I thought was, I don't want to say innocuous because there was contact, but deep ball from Malik Willis. He's jostling for position with Evan Williams. He bobbles the ball. There's a collision, which I did not think was severe. Neither did Evan Williams in talking to him. And Romeo Doubs was slow to get up, helped off the field. Looked maybe like his back was bothering him. He came into the locker room during media access. He said he did not have time to talk. And then said when Rob Domofsky asked him if he was good, he said, yeah. So that's your big quote from Romeo. So in case you're scoring at home, those are your top 4 wide receivers from last year. Your 5th wide receiver is playing corner. You have 2 wide receivers that you drafted. Matthew Golden is still, knock on wood, the last man healthily standing because Savion Williams dropped out of practice again, which is starting to become commonplace. So, Tausch, I'm not trying to push a panic button because obviously the one thing you really don't want are major injuries, and those have been across the league as they are every summer. You're seeing guys landing on injured reserve and their season is over before it starts. But I don't know, and this was the question I asked Matt LaFleur yesterday and got the great question response. So Love is out at least a week after his thumb surgery. All these wide receivers are out. How on earth are you building offensive chemistry during this period of training camp? And is this a sneaky issue to be concerned about, which we'll ask Brian Bulaga about as well?
Well, you're not. I mean, you're not building chemistry. They're not there.
Right.
You can't build chemistry, when you're not practicing. So I think the thing that you focus on is, all right, who is there? Who is going to be available? And that's where I think you can start looking at, really working on your run game, working on some things with Malik and maybe some of the different things that you're going to potentially do with him if, worst case scenario, Jordan Love can't play. So you have to adjust. And there was always this, when you're practicing and getting ready for games, if there's certain guys that aren't able to practice, you're talking about 4 of your top 5 wideouts that aren't available to practice. All of a sudden, what coaches would do is, and we got to go more 2 tights. We got to go with 3 tight ends. We'll have to go. You have to be able to adjust and find different personnel groupings to be able to function. And this is just another really good reminder when you're looking at things on paper and you're saying you're looking at draft and you're looking at free agency and you're always kind of counting, well, we don't need him. We don't need another wideout. We don't need this. And you always have to account for injuries. And when you're looking at the depth, it does feel like this is another one of those training camps where I really felt like Matt LaFleur has done a good job of limiting a lot of these type of things the last couple seasons, at least in the preseason. This year it seems to be kind of biting them a little bit. So from a wide receiver standpoint, this is not ideal. This is going to be a little bit of a setback. And what you're concerned about now, if I'm Matt LaFleur, is how much rust or how much inefficiency is there going to be in our passing game, which, by the way, we didn't feel great about anyways. Prior to all these injuries and prior to Jordan Love having to go under the knife, how are we going to feel good about ourselves going into Detroit? My guess, you're going to look at a heavy 2 tights. You're going to look at a heavy. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a U71 package and you start leaning on a Josh Jacobs and you start leaning on the play-action pass. That will be the guess if this injury bug continues and guys can't practice, because you want to feel like you have a plan and you have a plan in place that you can go out and execute when the lights come on and the games are real.
Yeah, look, I don't. This is not Chicken Little time here. I'm not saying, because I have seen the real problematic scenario. Right, I brought it up yesterday to Goody when we were talking about Jordan Love's injury, which obviously is not season ending or even training camp ending, probably preseason action ending, but their hope is he's going to be practicing next week. He's going to join the team in Indy. But I've seen Jordy Nelson tear his ACL. That's catastrophic. I'm not saying any of these are that. What I am saying, Tausch, is that you're opening the season against the Lions. It's a pretty critical game. And then 5 days later, you're playing again against another NFC contender. It would be nice if you went into that feeling like, hey, we got things kind of humming on offense, right? We got our passing game going. And I just don't know how you build that.
In your opinion, that's what I was just going to ask you. In your opinion, is that even possible as we sit here right now?
Yeah. I mean, look, I would hope, like, the fact that LaFleur said of Jaden Reed, we hope he's ready for the opener. That implies to me we don't expect him to be available to us for the next couple weeks of training camp. Right? Like, I don't know when Wicks is coming back. I have been conditioned that if you have a calf injury, what it is potentially, if you don't take really good care of it, is a ruptured Achilles waiting to happen. Right? At least in the NBA, it seems to be. So I'm not saying you rush Wicks back out there. We already know that Watson's not going to be ready for the season. And Dobbs, who's had a really good camp, had at least one drop in the game on Saturday night, but has still had a really good camp. Now he goes hobbling off. Look, I don't think you want to go into the season, as much as we all have been impressed with Matthew Golden, with him at the number one spot without any, having to play other guys that aren't really ready for prime time. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, you could say that. I think just like Wally Pipp and many others, you open the door of opportunity for guys. If they go ahead and grab it, you're going to see that. So Matthew Golden is down in Indy. He's going to be playing with Malik Willis. If he shines in this joint scrimmage and plays a big role in that preseason game Saturday, I'm going to tell you that conversation is going to start happening.
I agree.
And you're going to start looking at it, whether or not he's ready or not. Ready or not, Here We Come will be the theme song from the Detroit Lions. And I'm all right with that. If Matthew Golden is the guy we want him to be, I'm all right with that growth. Listen, Goody has told you he's all right with young players growing and making mistakes. Now, is that going to still be the case as his team ages? I don't know. But if you have these guys injured and they're unavailable and he's out there and he's able to play, just like Jordan Morgan, which I think we had kind of started writing him off and said, well, put him back at guard. You give guys, especially first-round picks, extra opportunities. They're going to take advantage of them. They're going to get more opportunities. So I would have told you it was crazy talk to have Matthew Golden as potentially your top or second option to start the season. But with these injuries, and if he performs like we hope he can, he caught a slant against Sauce Gardner. Sauce and I don't remember who else, Garrett Wilson talking to him. That's just building blocks. And if you don't think Goody wouldn't love it, and Matt LaFleur, if Matthew Golden pops and he is the stud that Mark Murphy proclaimed at draft night, or everybody is expecting and hoping, that'd be kind of an awesome storyline. And I don't think anybody would be that mad other than the four guys that are injured that aren't able to play. And if that's part of the passing game that needs to be for that Detroit opener, so be it.
We will see how it unfolds. I'm not sounding the panic alarm, but it does matter that you get work. Look, that's what training camp is for, right? For guys that aren't fighting to make the team, it's to get ready for the games that count. It's to build that connectivity. That's why you want your offensive line to be set.
Yep. Somebody asked this question yesterday. Why are there so many more injuries in practice, in training camp, compared to regular season? Now, I could tell you, is it as intense in training or in regular season as it is in training camp? No. But you're still practicing, you're still doing it, and yesterday it felt like if you saw the Twitter reports as practice was going, it felt like everybody and their cousin was falling out of practice. So why would you say? What would be your explanation as a 30-year veteran covering these camps?
I don't think it is. I feel like every training camp, there's an injury du jour, and there's a position that is harder than other positions, where there just seems to be a concentration of injuries at one position.
Yeah, agree. But the question was, why is it that there's more now than there is in the regular season? Because there's more practice injuries now than there is during the regular season.
There's a new word that the Packers seem to really enjoy using these days, calloused, which again, then we have to think about your big toe, which is, much like my big toe, much healthier. But I don't like that word, but that's what we use. You haven't been calloused yet, right? Through training camp is when you're building the callus. So I think that's part of it. I also think they got 53 guys and then the practice squad guys as opposed to
90 guys.
a bunch of guys that you don't know. Maybe they don't
That's
practice
a veteran
the same.
beat guy answer. Okay.
So
that's a veteran beat guy answer.
Well,
and if we're being honest, Jason, there's guys at the back end of these rosters that know they're not making the team. They're not afraid of, get me a couple weeks' pay. Like, that does happen. It does.
I got turf toe.
I got turf toe. You got to pay me for the next 2 years because I don't know when and if I'll ever be able to recover.
Well, if I do get paid off for my turf toe, the Tito's are on me, baby. I'm treating.
Well, I love three things. Mint isn't one of them. Football, firing up the grill, and a solid cocktail in my hand. And when it's time to kick back, whether I'm tailgating before the game, watching from the couch, Tito's handmade vodka is always my go-to. Made in Austin, Texas, at the first legal distillery in the state. Tito's is 6 times distilled for a clean, smooth finish. This last weekend, I ran the gamut. I had the spicy bloody with my Tito's. Then I went with that great grape juice transfusion.
Infuser?
I always forget that.
Okay. Oh.
Always Tito's in that cup. For me, and you know why I love Tito's? Besides its great taste, and it goes with everything, they partner with a bunch of nonprofits and do a lot of great stuff in the community, especially for our four-legged friends. So next time you're raising a glass, make it with Tito's handmade vodka, distilled and bottled by 5th generation, on there in Austin, Texas. Savor that beautiful Tito's responsibly.
Brian Bulaga joins us next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Hey, ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Bulaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Being present and in the moment for family activities was impossible because Will Burt was so focused on the constant pain in his leg.
My wife likes to take walks. I always kind of dreaded going on walks because they hurt. The boys both play baseball. I coach their teams. I was going to do them and be in pain and be uncomfortable and kind of sacrifice my own health.
An old Achilles injury left Will coping with agonizing pain until he discovered the natural biologic treatments at QC Kinetics. No surgery or steroids. The procedure took place in the office, and Will walked right out.
I feel great. There's no pain. There's no tenderness.
Patients like Will are feeling amazing and living their best lives.
Ironically, just got off the golf course today, so I think that's a good telltale sign that the Achilles is feeling better.
Don't be in pain another day. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? Take the nearest exit to Ewald Automotive for 2025 model year clearance pricing. Save over $14,000 or get 0% financing. All makes, all models. Over 700 2025s in stock with model year clearance pricing. And with the Ewald low price guarantee, we'll beat your best price on a new vehicle by $500 or we'll give you $500 cash. Only at the Ewald model year clearance sales event. When they're gone, they're gone. Select model group credit. See dealer for details. Expires month end.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
Brian Bulaga on Wilde Tausch is brought to you by Surfside. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka. It's light, refreshing, and has zero bubbles. It's perfect for a day on the golf course or a day at American Family Field. Cheers to Surfside.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of, but back in Rutherford County, our crowd is second to none. You might not know them here in this big city we're in, but when I go back home, I've got some famous friends.
Time for our famous friend. I love this picture of him emerging from the cornfields of Iowa. It is the great Brian Bulaga. Iowa on Wilde Tausch. Brian, good morning. How are you?
Is that
good? How are you?
No,
It's an orange girl.
no. That's my mediocre photoshopping work. You should have seen the first version.
Where's the cornfield? I don't see it.
It's on Twitter, X. When I shared the links to watch Brian on our YouTube channels and on the broadcast on X. Hey, Brian, you went through a lot of training camps. Sorry for getting to you so late. Don't worry, we'll have you out by 10:30. I'm curious.
Will we?
Maybe. I'm curious. I was just saying to Tausch, it feels like, and I believe Tausch agreed with me, it feels like every year at training camp there's an injury that everyone seems contagious. Like this year, it appears to be the groin injuries are the popular injury, and then it always feels like there's an injury epidemic at one specific position, and this year it's wide receiver. Do you remember that as a player? Am I imagining that, or did you get that same vibe from camp to camp?
Yeah, that's normally how it goes. When they come in bunches, and it normally impacts like one room, and it always felt that way. Like, you know, from an offensive line perspective, like, you know, you have your groups, the ones, the twos, and threes, and, you know, you're used to a certain rotation, right? And a two would jump in for a one to take reps off of him. Well, if that guy goes down, you know, normally a guy would step in and take your, but normally then the next guy would go down. So then as the one, you're like, well, gosh, I'm taking all these reps now. It doesn't, I mean, no one here is jumping in for me. And it just seems like when someone in a position goes down, someone has to take those reps. So more reps are added on to someone. And I'm not saying like nowadays these guys are taking a bunch of reps, but it is a lot of usage, right? These guys are taking more and more reps that they're not used to. And when you do that, sometimes these things start to pop up in position groups when guys start to get hurt. And that's just kind of the way things work at times. But the specific injury, like the flavor of the week, like the groin injury this camp, I feel like that also kind of happens. Like, you know, it could be times like where, you know, I'm knocking on wood here at the house because it's happened to me a bunch, but like ACLs are a thing. Like you'll see like a team will go through like knee injuries and it'll be ACLs one year, or it'll be, you know, a back injury or something like that, and you just see these things constantly pop up, and then there's always a reaction from the strength staff and the training staff the next year of how to combat those injuries going into the next season, and there's a big protocol of how we're going to do this and that. But sometimes I just, check it off to bad luck, and there's nothing you can really do to prevent those things. It's just the way it goes, and that's camp at times. That's just the way things fall, unfortunately.
So the conversation that Tausch and I were having, I just want to get your thoughts on this, and then I know you broke down the film of the preseason opener, which there was some good that you'll get to talk about too, right? About Jordan Morgan, but we'll get to that. I'm not trying to be Chicken Little here, right? They got 17 games. The injuries will dissipate. They'll get into a rhythm at some point. My issue is when you're missing your top 4 wide receivers, not including Matthew Golden, top 4 returning wide receivers, and now your quarterback is on the shelf for at least a week and won't play in any more preseason games after the little procedure on his left thumb. How do you build offensive continuity going into 2 games in 5 days against 2 NFC championship caliber teams out of the chute to start your schedule?
Yeah, I mean, it's there's certainly a little bit of a bind with that, right? I think that's certainly not a spot that they thought they'd be in at this point in camp, right? I mean, the quarterback getting hurt or have whatever you want to call it, a minor procedure, it's an injury, right? I mean, you go under the knife. I mean, it's surgery, right? I mean, you call it what you want. You could say it is what it is, and it's certainly not what you would expect to be happening at this point in camp, or really you'd hope at any point throughout the season. And it certainly throws a small wrench in trying to prepare for, the Lions in week 1. And now the receivers start to kind of get banged up and they're missing time. So I get Jordan's missing time, but if he's missing time, it's like, all right, well, that's obviously a big piece of this. But if the receivers are still out there and they're with Willis and they're still running the routes and they're doing all those things and they're getting their reps in, Jordan steps in, and obviously timing picks up a little bit more, but they're able to maybe get that going a little bit quicker. But now all these guys are out, right? And no one's taking reps essentially besides Golden. And having them come back and get ready to go by week 1 is going to be difficult. I mean, it just is. I mean, I'm not trying to be an alarmist here and the
Chicken
the
Little.
world's
I
ending,
guess
but
Chicken Little is the word we're using.
No, I like alarmist better. Well done, Brian. I'm sorry. I would like to.
You've been using
defer to
Chicken
you.
Little for 10 years. But
it's just. I mean, it's just going to be difficult to get a rhythm in the passing game. I mean, it is. I mean, this is what camp is for, is to kind of get these things figured out and get a groove going and get a lot of the little nuances in the pass game figured out. So guys feel comfortable with their routes and the timing of it. And when everyone's on the shelf, it's going to be difficult. And it's going to be a lot of reliance on this run game. I mean, that's going to be what it is early on. A lot of people are going to be relying on the run game. And, I'm all for it, right? I mean, we know the run game's good, but you have to be able to do something else because we all know Detroit is going to stack the box. They are going to stack the box, and you got to be able to get them out of it. And obviously, completing a pass isn't the issue. It's having, when it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, and having these guys be on the same page and make things look clean. Is there going to be plenty of time to get everyone together to do that? I mean, I hope so, but I don't love the way it looks at the current moment. Let's put it that way.
There is no doubt. I agree. You're not as if it wouldn't have been leaning on Josh Jacobs. Now I think you're really going to lean on Josh Jacobs and the O-line that you built to run the football even more effectively. Blue, tell me my little theory here on Matthew Golden. Jason went through all the guys that are injured. Dobbs got hurt yesterday. Wicks is out. Reed is out. Watson's been out. Matthew Golden has an opportunity here. He had the nice play against Sauce Gardner. Everybody's raving about him. he is going to be one of the only guys that's going to be practicing, at least in that what we thought top 5-6 coming into this camp. He's got a joint scrimmage against the Colts, got a game against the Colts. Is it crazy to think that he could pop here and really put pressure on this staff to say, you know what, it would have been great to let him kind of build, but he's ready and he's able-bodied and ready to go, and he could really just leapfrog all these cats if he puts together a good 2 weeks here, and when they start putting depth charts out for the Detroit Lions, Matthew Golden could be at the top of that list. Is that a crazy theory?
No, but it's not a crazy theory at all. I mean, it's when opportunities like this are given, it's up to guys how they take advantage of them, right? And this is going to be obviously two big weeks for him, right? I mean, he is a rookie and he's still developing. Obviously, his development is as what we can see, right? Like, I mean, obviously we're not in the meeting rooms with them and we're not seeing everything that's happening. I mean, we could just see the clips of what's happening, like what Jason and everyone's reporting, what we see in the game, and it looks like he's developing really well, right? Like it looks really good. If he continues on this, path, and he's one of the only guys out there, healthy and working, and he continues to improve, they don't have an option, right? Like he is the guy. He will be the number one guy, and it's not And I don't want to put this based on like, oh, well, it's by default because everyone's hurt. It'll be because he earned it, right? Because he continues to improve and improve and improve, and he ends up being the guy. And, I'm sure going into this, LaFleur and the whole offensive staff probably thought like, okay, we have a pretty full room. He's going to have time to grow. Well, unfortunately, things happen, right?
Grow up quick.
Yep. And that's unfortunately the way the NFL goes. Like you're forced to grow up quick, and that's going to be the case for him. But he seems like someone that is ready to accept that and get put to the test. So like I hope these next few weeks he continues to just progress and make really good strides. But at the same time, right, like this is the issue when you have so many guys down in a room, like his workload now, like you have to be cautious with a workload, right? Like, so you put him in the joint practice with the Colts. Yeah, obviously he's going to do that. There's no doubt he's going to do that, and as he should. All right, now you're going to turn around and play him in the preseason game. How much, right? Like, and these are the things that I worry about when you have so many guys down in a position. And you have the one guy, like obviously he was going to be a top guy in the rotation, but now how much workload gets put on his plate? And that's the one thing that they're going to have to balance really well to make sure he doesn't end up with some, soft tissue thing that he's now nursing now for like a week or so. Cause like, that's just not what you want, right? You want to make sure he stays on the field and he's progressing the way he needs to and the way he has been, which, I'm hoping that, LaFleur knows that. They all know that, and they're very aware of the depth in their room right now going into this.
All right, we want to get to what you saw as you broke down Saturday's, dare I say, debacle. It was not pretty, but there were some standout performances that are also there to highlight. Brian will do that for us during Tackle Talk. Next, I want to remind you, Grubel offices, David and his team, they are the absolute best. And if you want to get great advice and you want to win your case, there's only one call to make. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666. Go to the website, gruber-law.com, to find out more. More with Brian Bulaga next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Hi, it's John Reeds from Great Midwest Bank. Looking to simplify your everyday banking? Our checking and savings accounts offer the tools you need, plus the friendly, simply local service you deserve. Enjoy competitive rates, 24/7 online and mobile banking, and real people ready to help right here in your community. Whether your checking balance is at midnight or stopping by one of our branches at noon, Great Midwest Bank has you covered with a variety of new and improved account options designed for your unique needs. Great Midwest Bank, simply local and member FDIC.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. I'm Tony Wendorf. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Contact us today to get started. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC?
Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
All right, we've finished the Chicken Little Alarmist portion of the program, but maybe we haven't, depending on Brian's assessment of the film that he broke down from Saturday night. But as Dom Capers used to always say when he would start his press conferences with us, let's start with the positives. Won't take very long. Brian, Tausch sent me this. I want to give credit where it's due because it was a funny line. I don't remember who tweeted it, but it was something to the effect of, and Tausch, correct me if I'm wrong, we went from Jordan Morgan is terrible to Jordan Morgan is the starting left tackle and go ahead and trade Rasheed Walker in like warp speed. Wasn't that kind of the gist of it?
That was the gist of the tweets, yes.
I'm not advocating for a trade to send Sheedo elsewhere, but Brian, Jordan Morgan, it appeared to me, had a pretty decent night. What did you think?
Yeah, no, he played good, right? I mean, you look at the performance overall from start to finish, not just him, just from everyone, and he played well, right? I mean, from what the limited time the ones were even on the field, right? Like, I mean, they were on and off pretty quick. So he didn't get a bunch of reps there. Then he stayed on for a couple more series, and he continued to perform the exact same. Like he played well. He looked physical in the run game too, and they ran the ball to his side. He looked like he was physical in the run game.
Mm-hmm.
So he, by all means, took advantage of the opportunity he was given, and that's to his credit, very good. Right. Like, I mean, that's all you could say. Like, obviously we're not in the meeting room to grade him or I don't know the exact play calls and the assignments if anything happened. I can't speak to that, but just watching the performance and how he did, he played well. And that's, from a competition standpoint, when you're competing with someone, it's all how much closer can you get to that person. And obviously going into this, it seemed like he was far away, right? Like it would seem like it's a really uphill battle for him. And then with that performance against the Jets ones, it seems like he closed the gap. And we're going to see now this week against the Colts, is he able to even close it down even more? And what I'll be interested to see is if in this joint practice, who goes out there to start this whole thing off. That'll be very interesting to me to see what the thought process is with LaFleur and Steno and Butkus and kind of who's the one line. And that'll be very telling.
Blue, how did you you just kind of went through his process and the grading and thought he played pretty well. Any big strides? Is he taking on power better? I know we didn't see him at tackle. We saw him at guard in the limited amount of time we saw him on film last year. But anything you noticed about what looks different this year compared to last in his game?
Yeah, so, like, again, it was minimal reps, right? Like, again, it's not like the Packers went on multiple drives that were like 13 plays and he got 40 plays and you got that many plays to go through, but he did go against quality starters in the Jets, and from what I was able to see and how he was pass blocking, I've always said from the start his feet are really good, right? He does have tackle feet, which gets him in good position to take on rushers, and it seemed like I didn't get to see what happened in at family night. All I heard is that he had a couple bad reps against Van Ness and whatever that may be, and obviously that would have been power because that's kind of Van Ness's, go-to. But it seemed as if against the Jets, getting out into space, he really got good off the ball, which is important for every tackle, is to get off the rock as quick as you can. And it seemed like he was settled into space good to take on power. And when he took on power, he was able to adjust and, counter the second move, which seemed a lot of guys trying to rip up field and do things like that. And he was very good with his feet and able to counter those things. So for him, it seems if he's able to absorb power, the first initial move, which seemed like was his struggle initially, was taking on power. If he's able to do that, he's going to be fine, right? Because that's his one thing that he seems to struggle with right now is guys with really good power that can transition to it quick into a counter and into a speed move. And it seems like he was doing pretty well at that against the Jets. Again, I say that with a disclaimer, there wasn't a bunch of reps and tape to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like there was a bunch of film. But from what he put on tape from the limited work, he did that really well. And he used his hands really well. He was able to get, separation, or when he needed to get guys close, he was able to do it. It was just, he looked comfortable, right? Like, and that's the best way to put it. He didn't look like he was all over the place. He wasn't setting underneath himself, which gets guys in trouble a lot. You know that, Tausch. If your first two kicks out of your pass set are junk, you're setting underneath yourself, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball. He was out and back, which is paramount for tackles to be in good positions. He just looked comfortable, which when you're able to take more reps, which he's been able to do now, right, since Elton got back, you're going to see a guy become more comfortable at a position, and that's what we're seeing.
All right, Blue. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. You make the trip over. You come back. You see your folks. You're going to head over to Hard Rock Casino Rockford. The thing is, you get to pick. Who do you think ends up starting at left tackle? Who is the favorite right now for that Detroit? It is a prop bet.
Yeah, this is
yelled at yesterday.
It's tough. It's tough, right? Like this is difficult because, like, if you asked me this a week ago, I mean, this is like a slam dunk. It's going to be
Rashid.
It's going to be Rashid. Yeah, like it's like a slam dunk. It's like 100% almost. Like I feel, but it just seems as if now he's closing this gap. And obviously, I mean, Jason, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the other day she did 11v11 work, but Jordan Morgan started out the session with the ones.
That might have been.
And he started.
That might have been when I was still, nursing my turf toe. So I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen him do. He didn't do 11 on 11 yesterday, I don't think. So
he's still battling the groin, right?
The groin is still an issue. So I don't think. And that's the thing, right? Like the old saying about you can't make the club sitting in the tub. You can't win the starting job if you're not participating, and the other guy has the momentum going either.
He opened the door, and it's no fault of his own. Injuries happen.
Right.
But he opened the door, and I think we're all probably pleasantly surprised that Jordan Morgan has jumped through that door and played pretty good football. Because, again, this is the thing, and everybody's like, don't overreact. When you're in a competition, preseason football is like postseason football. Everything gets over-examined. Everything.
Yep.
And Jordan Morgan got over-examined on family night, and he got over-examined last week. And last week it was much better than what the over-examination was on family night. And when you have those positives, I've went through the litany of people that have earned opportunities because they made 3 or 4 great snaps in a preseason game, and the coaches see that, and they're like, I want to see more. Jordan Morgan is in the I want to see more. And if I see what I keep seeing, I think he has a really good shot. And Blue and I think we both last week when we talked, or 2 weeks ago, it was Sheed is going to have this job. And Jordan Morgan's going to have to find a spot. And then we started talking, well, the inevitability. If he's a first-round pick and he hasn't been a starter for 2 years, you know what that conversation can be. Well, you can wipe that conversation out by playing good football and positioning yourself, because all offseason, when that declaration by Goody in the offseason is that is an open competition, they want Jordan Morgan to win that. But it was you have to validate it. Jordan Morgan is in the validation process right now. He's got 2 weeks to get that. When you go to the old, what is that where you got to get the stamp? What is that stamp where you got to go, you see the dude?
Unlike your passport? You're going through customs?
No. It's when you go to the bank and you have to get something verified.
Go to the
what is that
amusement park when you're going to your car to eat a sandwich?
Yeah, he's a...
Jesse, no. You know what I'm talking about.
Notarized.
Yeah. Notarized. He needs to notarize this, and then all of a sudden it's, whoa, he's notarized now.
Amusement
If it's
park.
50-50, they're going with Jordan Morgan.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's not like he didn't go out there against the Jets and play the 2s or the 3s, right? He went out there against the Jets starters.
He played some of those too.
Yeah.
He played the second most snaps on the team. Anthony Belton, who I did want to ask you about before we go, Anthony Belton played the most. Poor Jacob Monk played the same number as Jordan Morgan did. But those were the 3 guys that played the highest percentage of offensive snaps. So he went against the 1s initially and then the 2s and the 3s, but he was consistent all game long, and that was an encouraging
100%.
sign for him. On the other good and bad part of the scale before we let you go, Anthony Belton, Tausch really liked what he saw there. Jacob Monk, not a lot to like.
Tough night.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Belton too. Listen, I think he's big, he's physical. Obviously, there's lots of room for improvement, right? Like, there is. That's the way it goes when you're a rookie. There's always room for improvement and how you adjust to the NFL game. But to see him against, other NFL teams and other talent and how he handled himself, I thought was really good, right? Like, I think it was a good debut to see, him on the field. So, like, I walked away happy with his performance. Obviously there's things to correct, like I said, but you're just looking at initial body of work, and I think it was a good start for him, right? And for him, how he's able probably most, to be able to bounce from certain positions is very valuable, right? I think he could play guard, play tackle. I think that's something that, kind of elevates him a little bit, is that he has that experience. He's a guy that I also, like you said, Tausch, I want to see more from. I would like to see, and I don't know what the rep count's going to be, at the joint practice, which then alters the reps in the preseason game. But say the Colts were to put the 1s out, in the preseason, I'd like to see Belton go against Buckner. I'd like to see it. I would like to see how he handles himself, because that's how you find out how guys are. Like, that's how you figure out, how guys are going to stack up against starters in the NFL. Like, you don't see it from guys going against 3s or things like that. Like, you get a little picture of how they perform, but you get it when they go against guys that are starting on Sundays, and then that's how you get your best look. And obviously for Monk, he starts the game at guard, which I don't think he's a guard, right? Like,
like you.
Well, definitely like me. But they got Sean Ryan doing, playing center, which I understand they're doing it for in case there's
cross training,
something happens. Yeah, something happens. But Jacob Monk's not a guard. Like, he's not. He's a center, and he doesn't look settled there. So he just looks out of sorts when he plays guard. He trains all spring as the center because Elton's out, and then Elton misses the first week or so, or week and some change of practice, and he's probably doing center only, and then here we go, preseason 1, he jumps in at guard, and it's not easy, right? But it was just a difficult night, I will say that. And he's a center. He's a center, and listen, there's guys.
Blue,
that
why are they paying?
Better center.
I don't disagree with you, but then why not play him at center?
I don't know. Believe me, I'm still trying to figure that out. I get it. They want Sean Ryan to take reps there in case, like you said, cross training in case something happens. I understand that. But Monk should be the number 2 center if that's what he's in there for, right? Like, he should be the guy that you're training to be the 2 center. but it doesn't appear that way. It seems like Sean Ryan's the 2 center. And then if that's the case, right, then Monk can't be the next guard. Like, he can't be the next guard in. That can't be the plan.
Sheed's not going to play guard. Let's say Morgan wins that. Or then do you say, all right, we'll keep Sheed at tackle with Jordan Morgan. Even if Jordan Morgan fights and wins that job, you're not going to move him into right guard.
Right?
No. And that's where you get into this whole thing of, and this is where we go back when Goody said he likes guys to play multiple positions. That's great. But guess what? Like, you can't be moving everyone around everywhere because that makes things complicated when you get into actual real football and guys start to, get dialed in at one position and then you mix them up. And now they're trying to, just stay above water in a game. They have to be comfortable in spots to play, and then they play next to someone and they get comfortable next to the guy that they play next to. There's continuity is a big deal. It really is. Like having continuity across, the 5 guys. And if someone, gets hurt and you remove one, that doesn't mean you change everything up and shuffle the whole deck. No, you just plug someone into that spot and they go, and the line continues on is the same. So that's what I'm kind of looking at with this thing. If something happens to Elton, so now you move Sean Ryan and then you're moving a new guard in. So now you're changing 2 spots when it shouldn't be that way, right? I mean, and that's my whole potentially 3 if you were to move Jordan Morgan. It concerns me overall. But again, I'm not trying to.
Couple weeks to let it play out. Couple weeks to play out.
Yes, correct. Couple weeks. But I would like to see, obviously, who the starting 5 is going to be sooner than later. And I know the left tackle position is going to. That's going to get sorted out late. Mm-hmm. But who the backup center is, who the backup guard is, that stuff kind of you want to see get played out sooner than later because that's important, right? It just is. Those guys are always needed at some point throughout the season. It's inevitable. And to see a big shuffle is tough. When you're going through in the middle of a game or just for an entire game in the middle of the season. It's just tough for guys to adjust to.
All right, Brian, I will talk to you again later this week with Homer on the Homer Hour. We'll have plenty to break down as well next week. But more importantly, sources close to the program tell me that we're going to have you on Friday when Old Boy is unavailable. I don't know if he's going to camp or if he's going to be in his feelings or what it's going to be, but he won't be available on Friday.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct. I'll be jumping on Friday. I'll be coming out of the pen.
The burly right-hander out of the pen. We look forward to that. Yep. Thanks, Brian. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. Take care.
Tausch, you mentioned to Brian a prop bet. I don't think it actually exists at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. But if it did, it'd be an interesting one to put a little scratch down on.
Well, I know Joel, Jesse, and I, when we were down there back in, I guess, June, had a little fun with how many wins the G&G, Jordan Love with that MVP. Well, I hope his thumb is better. But it's all fun and games down at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space. More than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book, and a rock shop. They also have that great Hard Rock Live entertainment venue, 23,000 square feet of premium concert and event space. Terry Bradshaw, Kevin Hart,
Chris
maybe
Rock.
Dolly Parton. I'd love it. I don't nothing booked yet, but I'd love to see Dolly down there as well. Features more than 1,000 feet of LED screens to enhance the experience for up to 2,000 guests. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois, about an hour from the greater Madison area.
For the record, Chris Rock also not scheduled to appear as of now at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Yeah, we know.
No, I didn't say. I said Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I said Kevin Hart.
Jason,
you did.
Yeah,
I know you did. Yeah.
I mean, you said 4 names. 2 of them, as we know right now, are not scheduled to appear at the Hard Rock.
You never know.
I said I
tricky
hope,
things when we do this.
I said I hope that Dolly. If you remember when we were there, saw pictures of Dolly. I'd love to see Dolly. I don't know how old Dolly is, but I'd love to go Islands in the Stream. I mean, what a great tune that is.
Somebody's
Great
releasing
song.
a new album coming soon, I hear. Maybe it'd be fun if she was going to be there at some point, but you
Taylor
never know.
Swift.
Dolly Parton's releasing a new album?
No.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems, installation of new or old hoops, and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Let me go on.
Violent Femmes.
Like I blister in the sun. Let me go on.
Performing the debut album
I know you're the one.
and the second album, Hallowed Ground.
You can all just kiss off in the
Violent
air.
Femmes.
Behind
2
my
sets
back,
with
I can
intermission.
see them
No
stare.
opening.
It's gone.
Live at the Riverside Theater. Saturday, October 18th. Sold out by second show added. October 19th. Get tickets on sale now at papstheatergroup.com. Violent Femmes.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hey, golf enthusiasts! Discover a hidden lakeside course in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin at Majestic Oaks. Tee off on a course with over 2 miles of lakefront where wide fairways and challenging greens await. It's an 18-hole golfing experience like no other. Join them for the best family golf nights in the state where everyone can enjoy the game together. Golf, cart, drinks, and snacks for under $15 a person and several membership options for you to find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Ready to play? Book your tee time today at lakelawnresort.com. Majestic Oaks Golf Course, where your best game awaits.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Thanks as always to Brian Bulaga. Uh-oh. Some bad news for one of Tausch's favorite players, although he does not play for the Packers. Dolphins pass rusher Chop Robinson had to be carted off practice with the Lions. You're a Chop guy. You wish he was a Packer.
Well, Chop
guy.
had a great rookie season.
He did. You were on him. You were right about him.
Yeah. You watch, and Abdul Carter, obviously another Penn State guy. I don't know what they do up there at College Station. Those cats can get after the quarterback. Huh? What?
Where's Penn State?
Happy
Penn
Valley.
State.
College Station is where Texas A&M is.
What do they call it? It's Happy Valley, but there's some college. There's also another name that they call
State
Penn State.
College, PA. State
All
College.
right, I was off. Boy, I love how you guys insta-correct me, but then I barely correct you, and you pout like a blanking baby.
Edrin Cooper is from
Great,
Texas
thanks for the
A&M.
correction. Jesse, by the way, how you ever thought I meant going to an amusement park when I was trying to get where you could get notarized?
You get a stamp.
If you're gonna jump in, and interject, at least bring something pertinent, like remotely close to the table.
If you said,
like at least Jason said passport stamp. That was fair. You're talking about going to a nightclub and getting a stamp. Like, what the hell are you doing? Don't interject if you're going to be that far off.
I took an L in Whoa Nelly yesterday, but if we were playing Family Feud and Steve Harvey said top 5 answers on the board, name a place you get your hand stamped, amusement park would be.
Nobody said hand stamp.
You said
nobody said hand stamp.
The dude stamps the thing is what you said. Could have been anything.
And I said you go into the bank. And I couldn't think of notarized, and you're sitting there telling me, oh, it's when you go to the amusement park there.
Bar would be number 1. Amusement park would be number 2. Passport would probably be. Airport would be number 3.
No.
When you get your hand stamped at an airport.
Like, don't they stamp your
passport?
What are you getting
your hand stamped at an airport?
When you're going through TSA, don't they stamp? I've only done that once before. I don't know if they actually stamp it or not. I thought they did.
They don't stamp your hand. No.
When you're flying,
in fairness,
what you stamp you so you can go to the duty-free shop?
No, when you're going,
how are you getting your hand stamped at the airport for?
In fairness, they also don't stamp your hand. A notary public does not stamp your hand either.
Nobody said anything about stamping your hand. I said stamp. You go in there, you get a big stamp to validate.
I knew what you meant. I couldn't get to notary public, and then we got amusement park, which threw everybody off.
Top 5 answers.
It made me mad. I'm sitting here having a conversation.
Stamped?
I got to shoo Jesse out of this conversation because he's throwing us off more with you're going to a water park and you want to get into like a.
Water parks don't stamp because the water would wash off. The stamp, you got the wristband instead.
Wouldn't help at all.
Well, if you go to a nightclub and you're dancing, you're going to sweat it off.
That's true too. Yeah.
All right.
Hold it under the black lights. Amusement park.
Post office.
Jesse, we're not playing Family Feud anymore.
Good question.
So
first off, that's not Family Feud.
Yeah, Jesse.
That would have been like password. That was more password.
Right.
I'm saying bank, stamp. Okay. That would have been password or pyramid. Family Feud. Nobody said anything about Family Feud. And by the way, the way Steve Harvey does it, you'd have to have something sexual when it comes to that stamp.
Oh, boy.
I don't think they have a question that's not have some type of overtone to it.
No, that's fair. Jesse, we need alternates for the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft. Am I reading this correctly?
That is correct. We are building a depth chart because we already know that there are some fans who volunteered to join our fantasy league or any of our fantasy leagues on ESPN. And they said, August 20th, oh, no, I got something going on that night. So we need a bench. We need a depth chart to pull from some alternates to be able to step in the event that our original winners cannot fulfill their duties.
Like Miss Congeniality.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to take, how many of these do you want? You want 4 of them?
4 of them, yeah.
All right. So right now we're going to take 4 calls. 7, 8, 9, 10. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. And you could still win a spot in one of our leagues or be invited to attend the event. This is your chance to take one of those spots if someone backs out or can't attend. It's your shot to be part of the biggest fantasy football night of the year at Potawatomi Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older to win. Right now, callers 7, 8, 9, and 10 at 844-770-3776 will win a spot on the alternate list for the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft next Wednesday, August 20th at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Again, callers 7, 8, 9, and 10 at 844-770-3776. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance. the best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with a refreshing offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. My new friend Chris from Oostburg is one of their skilled installers who demos your existing bath or shower, removes it, and disposes it before installing your brand new dream shower. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Baseball is back. Brian Bulaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you get coverage options based on how much you want to pay for car insurance. And then you decide how to spend the rest of your money, because you're in charge. Today, you're going to pay down your credit card bill. But you decide when you'll pay it. Before the due date, so those interest charges don't get you. But you decide if you pay it in full. But you definitely should, because again, interest charges. With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, we'll help you find coverage at a fair price. And then you're in charge. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Eat up, buddy. It's almost time for school.
You take charge of your home. You take charge of your work. Don't forget to take charge of your gut health too with Nature Made Probiotics. Nature Made has clinically studied probiotics that work with your digestive tract's natural bacteria, so you won't miss a beat in your daily routine. Find us in the vitamin aisle. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
And one, I know that you'll understand. We set the world in motion by reaching out for each other's hand. Maybe we'll discover what we should have known all along.
We need to get to Homer. We're already running late, as always. But yesterday, a new dare I say, character emerged on the program. Steve-O in Cali.
Yeah. Steve-O in SoCal.
Yeah. And you mentioned that he may have sent more than a handful of epistles from cyberspace, and he's back for more. Is that correct?
What is that?
Epistle. It's a letter, like the the letter to the Corinthians. So they're epistles.
That's the Episcopalians.
Sounds like what Pat Murphy said Andrew Vaughn was hitting the other day.
Be that as it may.
We got another text from Steve-O in SoCal.
By the way, according to the dictionary, an epistle is a letter.
According
what do you
to
got?
The dictionary.
Well, how do you get it notarized, though?
You go to the amusement park.
Good morning, fellas, says Steve-O in SoCal.
We were studs yesterday.
Yes. Good morning,
now
studs.
we've been devoted to fellas.
In my opinion, the Pack is a better team with Willis at quarterback. His running ability will allow the offense to keep the sticks moving and keep opposing defenses from teeing off on the quarterback. Short passing game along with Jacobs and Willis running the ball equals a better chance of competing with the Lions. From Steve-O in SoCal.
What was Steve-O's message about yesterday again? Can you refresh my memory?
It was basically we shouldn't have paid Jordan Love. We're going to regret paying Jordan Love. We were crowning him too early.
Do we think that's? I'm going to go out on a creaky limb here.
Steve-O don't like Jordan.
I don't think Steve-O was a big Jordan Love fan.
No, and you know what? I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'm going to tell you how I feel and why I think you're wrong. Now, do I think Malik Willis brings a different skill set to this offense and was highly effective last season in the times he was able to play? Absolutely. But Steve-O, who do I want on a 3rd and 7 with the pressure coming down? Who do I want to have in the pocket making that throw?
Sean Clifford.
Jordan Love. No, I want Jordan Love. And I understand there was some, and again, it was a small minority of folks last year that were having that same thoughts that Steve-O had. And I'm not going to poo-poo and say that that's idiotic because Malik Willis did a great job last season.
He did.
And I think I would not have any qualms if Jordan can't play that we can beat the Detroit Lions with Malik Willis. And then if that happens, oh, God. Oh, God. That will be something. But Jordan Love will, unless there's a major setback, will be playing, and that is the way it should be. I just believe differently than Steve-O and Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love is a really good quarterback. He's not elite. He's not great yet. He is a really good quarterback that has a great skill set that when he is comfortable and healthy, I think we saw how great he can be at the back end of, I guess it's the 23-24 season.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Steve-O doesn't think he's consistent enough. He thinks he's overpaid, and that is Steve-O's right. I love battling with Steve-O. I hope we get more Steve-O and Wilde Tausch battles because I think it's fun. He has an opinion, much like it. You know what? I'm not going to put Steve-O in the same category as who was the guy on Scalzo and Bruss that would call in and rave for Jordan Love all the time.
Mark in New Berlin. Yeah.
He's not Mark in New Berlin. But we all thought Mark in New Berlin was nuts. Remember all that? And then all of a sudden, he was nuts until he wasn't nuts. He was nuts when Aaron Rodgers winning MVPs, but then that last season when Aaron struggled and he busted his thumb and all this other stuff, and he was raving for Jordan Love to play. And you know what? Jordan Love was a lot closer to Mark than he was to what we were thinking he might be.
It's true.
I think in this case, Steve-O has got old boy kind of up on a pedestal because he doesn't like Jordan Love, or at least that's the image that we're all getting from Steve-O.
Well, maybe if he saw Jordan with the kids and saw Jordan with American Family Insurance, maybe Steve-O would change his mind.
You got Dream Drive going on, and with the Brewers rolling, looking for a fun Brewers fan experience of a lifetime, well, American Family Insurance is here to make it happen. Enter the Superfan Tailgate Sweepstakes for your chance to win a pregame tailgate party for you and 5 friends, complete with a private chef and DJ. You're going to score field-level tickets, hotel stays, exclusive Brewers merch, and Christian Yelich memorabilia. Enter now at amfam.com/Brewers. No purchase necessary. Enter by the stroke of midnight on the 25th of August. See official rules
this again.
at amfam.com/Brewers. Again, what a deal. The Superfan Tailgate Sweepstakes. How can you beat this? A private chef? You and 5 buddies, and you got a DJ just sitting around while you're wolfing down private chef food? And you go field-level tickets, and you get hotel stay, and you get Brewers merch, and you get Yelich memorabilia? Oh, baby, I don't know if that could be a better thing going right now in Wisconsin sports than that. amfam.com/Brewers.
Not only that, but
Am I eligible? Am I eligible for that or
You
no?
are decidedly not
sure?
eligible.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Okay.
We're not in charge of that contest. You got to amfamcontest.com or
How
whatever.
awesome of a contest is that? And you got till the stroke of midnight. Couple weeks. 25th, August. Stroke of midnight.
12 days.
Notarized.
Stroke of midnight.
Notarized.
Tausch dropped an old baby that I believe is trademarked by someone who I think is eligible for that prize, Steve the Homer True. He's scheduled to join us late, but next, it's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen.
Here's the part of the Jerry Jones argument that I don't think we talk about enough. He is the second most successful owner of an NFL team that is active relative to winning Super Bowls, only behind Robert Kraft. The Rooney family and the Mara/Tisch family have more, but not the specific people running the teams currently.
Correct.
Okay? So if I said to you right now, someone could take over your team, and over the next 30 years, you're going to win 3 Super Bowls as an owner of the team, would you sign up for it? Every one of you would sign up for it. Okay? Let me go further. He is the single, relative to winning, credit or no credit, however you want to do this, he is the single most successful active general manager in the National Football League relative to winning titles.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
August is the final month of the summer savings event at Cunis, and the best deals just got hotter. Don't miss the final weeks of this exclusive event at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We've refreshed new vehicle savings and incentives on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And check your local dealer website for a new set of 10 pre-owned super specials. With fall and winter on the horizon, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the summer savings event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
I have in my collection since I've got the fever. And if you haven't seen Jesse's Johnny montage,
pretty
he
good,
did a really nice
collage.
job of that social media montage of us. Tausch, I'm curious. You said that it was a Rap City, USA. So you were so confident that you went and did other things, didn't watch the rest of the game, eagerly awaiting for Eleanor's return home. I'm curious, the fact that they've beaten your guy Skinas, Mr. Livy Dunn, twice. Does that tell you anything at all? It's still the Pittsburgh Pirates, but if you can do that against that guy, that's a pretty good sign that you got things cooking. No?
Well, it's just what's been so impressive, and I'm not the first person to mention this. It's just everybody in the lineup seems to have had moments, and there's not an easy out. Like everybody battles, and you make them work. And the last time it was Skinas versus Miz, and I missed it. Skinas is out of the game at 4 because they just keep working the pitch count, battle, and force him to throw extra pitches. And then you eventually you wear people out, or a guy has to make a mistake. And that's what this team has been so good at doing, is just clawing and pestering. And I think Murph said the other day it's like a woodpecker. You just keep pecking away, and eventually you just wear people out. That's in essence what this team does. And now you add a little extra pop in the bat, and you guys are, you're seeing more home runs, you're seeing other things, and it's a confidence breeds confidence. And this team, the confidence was going and going, and now I'm sure they feel like we do as fans. We're just really good. And you're shocked and surprised if they get beat. It just doesn't matter if they're down 5-0. When that happened on Sunday, I'm looking at it like, well, they're going to come back and win. And then last night they go ahead 5-0. I'm like, deuces B. They're going to win. That's where they're at.
Can we address something real quick?
The Bo Ryan head in the production room.
No, that's from our Made Him Believe event.
Can you put that somewhere else? I don't want to look at him anymore.
What's wrong with Bo? He's having a good time back here. We're having trouble connecting with Homer. I'll see if we can get him for the next segment here. Tier 1 Tyler texted me on the private text line. Why is he saying Skeens like that? LOL.
Does Tyler not listen often enough?
If Tier 1 Tyler doesn't know the story behind this, then I don't know if some of our other fans do, and it might just sound to them like we don't know how to say Paul Skeens' name.
Tausch always calls him Skeenus.
I did.
Which rhymes with
something else.
With what? If you spell it out, it's what it spells. And you know I'm a phonetic guy.
You're a phonetic fanatic.
Something like that, yeah. Exactly.
Yes, his name is Paul Skeens. When he first burst onto the scene, Tausch called him Skeenus, which rhymes with something else.
Yeah, and I accidentally started following his girlfriend on Instagram. And I'm not even really on Instagram. Deal.
Accidentally. She's got great
She's a star.
content.
Greatest gymnast in the history of college gymnastics is what everybody tells me.
Yeah, was part of their championship.
Are the boys going to go? They took a lot of grief. Strophe and who was with Strophe?
Will Summers.
Yeah.
Will Summers and Strophe. Are they going to go flip their lawn chairs and put their sign out in front of George Webb? I think they have to.
No, they are banned.
Why?
Because they had to issue an apology to our great partners, not on Wilde Tausch, but other portions of the Good Karma Brands ESPN Wisconsin family. They had to issue an apology to all Milwaukeeans and to George Webb. 11 in a row.
I just saw George Webb's mascot out in front of George Webb putting up their sign that we want to give out free burgers.
They're getting ready. They got to be prepared. That's different.
They're saying it before the burgers. You don't count your chickens before they roost.
If George
they're
Webb
already roosting their burgers.
Get ready for George Webb's to give away free burgers. That's a little different than Strophe
they're
and Will
promoting
going out there.
They're putting it out there, just like Strophe.
Well, of course,
and Will Summers.
There's excitement that builds when you get to 10 and 11 in a row, and the fact that they've won 11 in a row twice in the same season is remarkable, phenomenal.
First time in the National League since the 1935 Cubs.
Fever.
Which Homer remembers that team.
Nice.
They were counting their burgers before they hatched or roosted or were fried on the griddle. That's why we're not allowing them to go to George Webb until the ninth inning is complete and the Brewers have emerged victorious, hopefully. Can't do it, man.
I want them jumping back out there. Jump back in there.
Can they
just want to be able to torch them when they put the whammy on them again?
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
What if they go to
part of the fun of it?
What if they go to George Webb's but they get something else? Like they get breakfast today. Is that okay? Or
no,
we don't want them at George Webb's.
Okay. No. I don't want them anywhere near it.
I just love the fact that Peralta and everybody, the players are all on board with this. What a fun squad.
I actually, last night, I looked up, because we live in Green Bay, where the closest George Webb location is.
Yeah.
It's in Peshtigo.
Oh.
Which is
Does
north.
Does that count?
Right?
Can you go there and still get the free burger?
That's a great question. I could call the Peshtigo establishment and ask them.
Seems like relevant information.
Right now.
Yeah.
Call them right now. Ask
you want
them.
to call them on the air?
Yeah.
I think it's warranted punishment for Strophe and Will that if the Peshtigo George Webb's, they have to drive to that one to go get their burgers. Yep, that's fair.
Absolutely.
Yep. If they're doing it up in Peshtigo, that's a fair punishment for Strophe and Will for compromising it the first time.
I agree. Completely agree.
Okay. I'm gonna check out my who I could talk to in the George Webb hierarchy about this, because Jesse, as bad as the amusement park thing was, this is at the other end of the spectrum. That they would have to do, they can get their burgers if they win their 12th game, but Strophe and Will have to schlep all the way up to Peshtigo, which is in what, the greater Marinette region?
Yeah, that's it's in the Crivets vicinity. I've seen the signs as we're heading up that way. Yep.
Yeah. I think we send them to Peshtigo. We'll see if we can get that information from George Webb. We need some information from Tausch first, though, and that information is about Prize Picks.
Oh, Prize Picks. The best place to get real money sports action. I'll tell you what, I dabbled a little bit the other day. Had some success. Preseason football's here. Got baseball. You got all these great sports going right now. and it's simple to play. 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get it right, you can win up to 2,000 times your cash. The best way to win on sports in more than 40 states, including the great state of Wisconsin. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. They offer Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. The best way to win real money this football season? Well, which players are going to go off? Which ones aren't? Who's going to have a big season? Yards, catches. Well, make your picks in less than 60 seconds, and you can turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code WI. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game.
I have located the corporate headquarters for George Webb. I don't know if I want to call the actual Peshtigo restaurant.
Why?
And I don't think we should ambush them on the air. That's like
No, you don't have to
1980s
ambush.
shot.
No, we don't. We're anti-ambush on Wilde Tausch. Yeah.
So I'll reach out to them.
We'll let KBN do that. KBN could do that. They're more ambushy.
I think they're pro-ambush on that show. Yeah.
They were. I saw they were getting some heat too for Kyle.
So we're getting residual heat, like we have anything to do with what they're doing on their show.
We'll have to talk about that at some point. We may just push Uncle Homer back to tomorrow.
I'm also realizing Homer's off the Homer Hour all this week, so he may be unavailable. He may be on vacation. And
Good planning.
Should probably...
Maybe he's at an amusement park.
Yeah, he got his hand stamped, so he can't get back in on our show. So
I
we're
think
good.
he's studying to be a notary. I think he's that actually could be something fun.
Yeah, the more you can do. Plus, he's only got an hour show. He's got a lot of time on his hands. More Wilde Tausch straight ahead. Stick.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Get ready, Milwaukee. ESPN Wisconsin is coming to Davidson Park. Join us live on Friday, August 22nd for Media Day at Rev and Rumble, presented by the Harley-Davidson Foundation. Jim, Matt, and Molly will be broadcasting from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Meet some of the amateur boxers before they step into the ring. Grab a photo and check out the park ahead of the big show. Then, don't miss the free Rev and Rumble Boxing Night on Saturday, August 23rd, with top Midwest fighters, food trucks, drinks, family fun, and more, all from 3 to 8 p.m. Details and registration are at revandrumble.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
At Cousin Subs, the bigger your smile, the better we feel. That's why our menu features something for everyone, like our Wisconsin cheese curds, golden fries, creamy shakes, and mac and cheese, all paired with your favorite sub, or our subs in a bowl. And don't forget our kids' meals, now with a free cookie. Here's to a better day. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
There's no better time to head out to Road America than right now, enjoying high-class racing and just about everything you need to enjoy the experience. ESP Wisconsin's Ben Brust here, and I chatted with John Everett, Communications Director of Road America, and why he loves the racetrack and what he's seeing about the atmosphere. For those who haven't experienced it, why should they experience bringing their family and creating memories at Road America?
Yeah, I think what's really great about it is, imagine you can't really park your RV down on the field at Lambeau Field. Here you can do that. At Road America, you are that that close to the racing circuit. You're immersed in the action. We encourage families to show up because we have a lot of family reunions, a lot of events. You know, when you kind of group everything together with a couple campsites, it's very affordable. And 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. So it's a very incredible deal. Also, it's just great to be able to move around the property with family and friends. So wake up in the morning, see your race cars on the back while you're making breakfast, move over and check your neighbors out at their campsite. So that's what's really incredible at Road America is that we tell people come for the experience and stay for the race because it truly is.
Find the schedule and ticket information at roadamerica.com.
Milwaukee, you sold out the Violent Femmes hometown show and you demanded more. So by popular demand, a second show has been added. An evening with the Violent Femmes, October 19th at the Riverside Theater, performing their first 2 albums in full. And the best part is that you can win your way in. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman between 4 and 5 p.m. every day this week for your chance to score a pair of tickets. Otherwise, tickets will be on sale Wednesday, August 13th at 10 a.m. at pabstheatergroup.com. The Violent Femmes, October 19th at the Riverside Theater. Don't miss it.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play. You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Had to go upstairs to see if I still had this. My George Webb predicts the Brewers will win 12 straight games shirt. I'm a little concerned. It was from an era when I was...
Why aren't you wearing that today?
Well, I'll be honest.
Oh.
Snug?
Too many burgers.
A little snug?
There was a time when I was in slightly better condition.
I think
if they do it, I'll wear it
Just
tomorrow.
put it over
on
the top here.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
I'll wear it tomorrow.
Or at least hang it up behind you. Like, put it
No,
by
we
the
got to
big
get
hat.
excited about it, right?
No, I'm not.
Promote
I don't want
it
to do
today.
anything to jinx them. I will wear it tomorrow if they
All
win,
right.
and I'll have to do a lot of stuff. I'll get a quick workout in first.
Hit a sauna.
No bun.
Hit the sauna. Atkins.
Those GLP-1 shots, I don't think they work quite that quickly in time for tomorrow's show. All right, so Jesse, you wanted to talk a little Brewers. You got a couple of calls. You want to do this? It's a Wednesday. We don't usually take calls, but we don't have Homer. Mm-hmm. You want to take some calls? 844.
Yeah.
770-3776, 844-770-3776. I know you've already got one. It is not from George Webb. Who you got on the line?
This is Mike in Fox Point. I think he's got the fever like the rest of us. So let's talk to him and see where it goes.
Mike, good morning. How you doing today?
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I'll do my best Homer impression today to fill in here.
Oh, dear.
Hey, I got to say first, you're entertaining me. I'm on a work trip from Milwaukee to Dubuque, Iowa, and I was in Iowa, and I'm on my way back, so I appreciate the entertainment on this car ride with rolling cornfields.
Did you find Dubuque so wonderful that you, like Tausch and Jesse, would like to annex it and make it a Wisconsin city?
Oh yeah, big time. I'm stopping to visit a customer here in Dubuque in a few minutes, and I am very much in that camp. I'm driving through the Driftless region, and we should bring it in.
Bad cell. Bad cell reception out there.
We're
in
going to
the
lose them at
Driftless
any
region.
moment.
A lot of struggles with that.
Oh no! Can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we're good, but I'm nervous for you.
Okay,
What do we
okay,
got?
good.
Oh, there we go. Look at that.
All right. Well, I'll get it out. I'll get it out quick. So my thought with the Brewers is, and this kind of is with the Packers as well. You have a lot of fans that want to partake, want to be involved. Are we bringing back the cover songs for the playoffs for the Brewers like you did with? I appreciated the movie the movie swing in the films, but I would love to see. I always tuned in for the fans calling in with the songs. Like, just a thought if we're maybe going to bring that back this year.
By the way, love the fact that you snuck in I love the movie themes.
Yeah.
That was very smart of you. Well done. I don't know if you actually mean it or not. But the songs were great. And we can discuss that. We can do a little... maybe we can get together and discuss that. I'll say this. And again, it all began with Tausch's M&M, not the candy that melts in your mouth, not in your hand, the wrapper. I'll say this. We have had a lot of great moments in our now 9+ years. That's still maybe that and the Kissin' Cousins remain the two most memorable for me. As we, if you're watching on the video, get the replays of some of the greatest hits from the movie versions of headlines. Tausch, are you up for some headlines? If let's say they win today and get to 12 in a row, do you want to do some headlines for tomorrow? Singing headlines?
I would love to. I have to try and piece together. I don't even know where to start. We had the love when Jordan Love's first season, so we need to kind of have something to go around.
Burgers.
Obviously, the Brewers. Yeah, I think this is a fun idea, and I'm open to it for sure.
I have I would like to propose, since, I'm sure the Academy and others involved would like a little lead-up time so we can do the best job that we can.
The Academy is not happy with Jason, so I don't
I've heard that. Is there anything Jason can say or do to help get on the good side of the Academy? Because you've been saying this for a while.
But we can reboot and figure some things out. What do we got?
I don't think we can, based on what you just said. I don't think there's any figuring it out.
Well, you guys will have to lead, which is fun. You guys can take some leadership on this.
How about we debut Brewers headlines with the Cubs 5-game series on Monday the 18th? That seems like a big series that it would be appropriate to debut it with.
All right. I'm open to that.
There we go.
Tauscher Brothers.
You're on the clock.
Come on home. We still love you. Come on home. Come on back.
You maybe could sway one. I know there's one that is not going to be swayed. I feel fairly confident about that.
It's nothing personal. All right, we need to get to the 11 o'clock hour. If you'd like to talk more Brewers, because I know there are some of you that find it a little frustrating that despite the Brewers going 26-4 over their last 30 games, the greatest stretch in Brewers history since they came over as the Seattle Pilots.
Can I tell you
1970?
Can I tell you my favorite stat that they've been trouting around here since last night, which is pretty good?
Not if it has anything to do with Pablo's birthday party.
It does not. On June 18th, the Brewers were 6.5 games back of the Chicago Cubs in the NL Central. And on August
7.5 games up.
On August 13th, they're 7.5 up.
I thought you were going to give us something different than you've done in the last two Sports Centers on ESPN.
That is such a good stat. 13-game swing. 13 games since June 18th.
They were 6.5 back, and they're 7.5 ahead. That's actually a 14-game swing, isn't it? Oh, is that the sound effect from the show yesterday, or is that live?
No, that's a different one. Yeah, Brewers bring out the best parts of me.
You know what else brings out the best in us? Our visits to Quick Trip, especially when we can put together our own variety pack of dunkers, which are on sale for $2.99 this week.
Indeed, Jason got that last night. We ranked our favorite dunkers, and you know what? Time is running out to climb to the top this summer. You gear up for Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb, where every sip gets you closer to the summit. Now, through August 17th, which I don't know if that's Saturday or Sunday, play every day for free in the Quick Rewards app. You score bonus plays with every eligible item that you grab. Grab an ice-cold Pepsi, a bold Mountain Dew, hydrating Gatorade, or Propel, Bubbler, Starbucks, refreshing Pure Leaf. Got them all. Pair it with any of those hot food, and you can get 2 bonus plays. Each week, the cash prize climbs by $5,000, stacking higher and higher until somebody wins that ultimate prize, the summit, if you will, at $250,000 in cash money. Open your Quick Rewards app. Start climbing. The view from the top is worth every play. Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Your summer, your climb, your win. No purchase necessary. See rules at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around. It's Wilde Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and The Pickler is coming to Menominee Falls with 9 indoor courts and unlimited pickleball play. Leagues, clinics, tournaments, all included. The first tier of founder memberships is sold out, but you can still grab a great deal. $99 a month or $1,049 for a year. Only through the grand opening on August 23rd, with free open play, raffle prizes, and welcome gifts for the first 50 people. Go to pickler.com, hit the Menominee Falls page, and we'll see you on the court.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigora, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive 1 free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Breast, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day.
WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
I'm not giving up, no, not yet. Even when I'm down on my last breath. Even when they say there's nothing left. So don't give up on. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, no, not me. Even when nobody else believes. I'm not going down that easily.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch begins now. We'll play trivia next, in case you've been waiting. I'm not a huge fan of the phrase catching strays.
Why not?
I just don't. You know, me and Rich Bisaccia changing gunners on punt coverage to flyers, that kind of thing.
Sure. You and Rich.
Yeah, we're very
saving the world.
A lot alike. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're very woke. So what I don't like, though, even worse than the phrase, is when we catch those strays.
Okay.
Fair.
And yesterday, now, does this raise to the level of, I don't know, wearing your Aaron Rodgers New York Jets jersey to Packers camp and then pestering Matt LaFleur repeatedly to get him to sign it for you?
Yeah, that was a smidge cringy, in my opinion. Okay.
It's just not rise to that level. But we did have some people besmirching our good reputation in their reactions.
Yeah, and some guy tweet me, "I'm never listening to your show again." Like, what the hell did we do? But yeah, all right.
Kyle Wallace, who I watched this clip multiple times because I got so much less than supportive feedback from folks.
Shrapnel. You got a little shrapnel.
Indeed. Stray shrapnel. Say that 5 times fast. And he starts out by saying how much he loves Jordan Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he says something that you don't generally say about players you love. Here is our friend Kyle Wallace on KBN, Kyle Bruston Nortman, which you can listen to every weekday across ESPN Wisconsin beginning at 2 p.m. Here's what Kyle Wallace had to say about Jordan Love being injury prone.
I love me some Jordan Love. I do. But somebody's got to say it. He is injury prone. Jordan Love is an injury-prone quarterback. I don't know why you're making that face. He's been injured 2 out of the 3 seasons that he's been here in Green Bay. That is 2 out of the 3 seasons that somebody has been hurt. It is a concerning trend that I have. And again, I don't want people to say but, and I don't want people to go out there and say I'm exaggerating. I'm not. I'm just stating the fact that dude has been injury-prone. I'm just acknowledging what a lot of people are afraid of.
So, first of all, we haven't gotten to his 3rd season.
That's tough. Yeah.
That was a little smuggy.
His 1st season, he didn't miss a start. Didn't have any injury issues.
Corrective it. Yeah, he played, yep.
Last year, obviously, injures his knee in the waning moments in Brazil.
And by the way, I joined those guys yesterday, and we were having like an adjacent conversation about that. And I also reiterated to Kyle, he was supposed to be out 6 to 8 weeks, and he missed 2 games with that knee injury. Continue.
Then he suffers the groin injury in Jacksonville. He leaves that game, but makes the start the next week.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a start after that.
He did not. Nope.
Now, there was something with a funny bone elbow deal in the regular season finale against the Bears. But again, they clearly had decided they weren't catching the Commanders for the 6th seed, which they wouldn't have. Even if they'd have won, they wouldn't have. So they played the high side of caution and took him out. And now he has an injury which, in fairness to Jordan, and I have not talked to Jordan yet. I don't know if he's going to be available in Indianapolis while they're practicing with the Colts, and he won't be participating. He's joining the team there. But I feel very confident that if I said to Jordan Love, Jordan, this exact same injury happens to you with your left thumb in week 5 of the regular season, and you have to play the next week, are you playing? I believe he's playing. It's not his throwing.
Yeah, you tape it up and he's playing.
Correct.
Yeah, he's going to tape it up and play.
And so I just found, and look, he's, according to what we've been told, and again, just because we're told something by the powers that be at 1265 Lombardi Avenue, doesn't mean it's going to come to fruition. But they are planning for him to return to practice next week. Not playing the preseason finale against the Seahawks, but
I would bet he'll come back and throw the ball around. He ain't going to be taking snaps. And
you wouldn't think so?
I would be shocked.
I don't know.
He'll be some Skelly, some stuff like that. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that this was from our friend Kyle, who I believe I talk to them again tomorrow. This was premature and slightly over the top. I don't think we can put the injury-prone tag on him. I just don't. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's accurate. Am I wrong or is he wrong?
No, I agree. I don't think you can. I'm also not in the business of telling people what to think.
Sure.
You can refute points like we did. And, if people want to throw shrapnel at us, that's fine. That's life. You're gonna be in this position. Jordan Love has missed 2 games in his 2 seasons as a starter. Correct.
He's missed 2 starts. He's missed 2 starts. Yes, sir.
the NFL is really difficult to play 17 weeks in a row. There's a reason Favre and Eli Manning have that streak that they do. It's really an impressive streak, and it's tough. Jordan Love has fought through stuff. Football players get injured, and stuff does happen. Does that make you injury prone? I don't even know what injury prone means. If you blow your knee out, is that you're injury prone? If you have a bunch of soft tissue and you're missing a couple games, yeah, I guess that's where you would put it. But it's easy from a fan standpoint and from a talking head standpoint to say certain things. If you've kind of been through it and you've seen it, you're a little bit more, I guess, empathetic to that point. And in looking at Jordan Love, I don't think at this point in his career you could make that claim, because he's missed a minimal amount of time. When you're starting to talk about the injuries that he's really had, the groin, he missed a half a game, and then that knee injury that he missed 2 weeks that he should have missed 6.
Or at least 4.
Well, yeah, at least I would, I think it was a 6 to 8 when they came out with it, and then they moved it to 4 to 6 after. Kyle has every right. Kyle can say what he wants.
No doubt.
Rusty can say what he wants. Nordy can say what they want.
Too.
And you can, exactly. You can judge and make your opinions off of him how you want. I don't think we want to get in the business of censorship and all that. I just don't think that's.
No, I'm not.
Which is
no
what
one. I don't think anybody's
some
saying
of the
that.
fans that were
we could
tweeting
just
at us
disagree.
were saying 100%. Yes.
Some fans were saying he should be censored.
No, it's just like I just read some of the stuff and idiots and this other stuff. You take that for what it's worth.
For the record, Brad can't say whatever he wants right now. He just had vocal cord surgery.
He did. I checked in with him the other night. I think he's finally allowed to speak in soft, hushed tones now.
So is he on air, like nodding and
No,
still on the video, or is he off?
No, he's. They have a special podcast in which he does mime.
No, you could give him this. You could give him the little grease board. You can let him. Kyle.
Not everyone watches the video, though.
Is that,
you can say, Kyle.
Listen on the radio.
They could repeat and say, Nordy, what are you doing getting after me about calling him injury prone? Because Nordy could say, Kyle, that wasn't real smart. That wasn't your best
Like when
take.
they talked to Lassie in the old show. Lassie says there's a kid down the well.
All right, we need to play trivia. Jesse, are we a match behind of trivia this week?
We are. So here's the deal. It is Wednesday, and I know how much we love our Wisconsin Geography Wednesday. We also didn't play yesterday because we had the big news with Jordan Love's surgery procedure. Yeah, big day yesterday. So today we're going to run back what we originally planned for yesterday.
Right?
Pirate trivia today with the Brewers wrapping up their series with the Pirates. Tomorrow, we will do double Wisconsin Geography Thursday to make up for missing yesterday. So that's the plan for trivia. So tomorrow's double Wisconsin Geography. Today, our other favorite, Pirate Trivia Wednesday today.
All right. Well, they've won 11 in a row, so let's do 11. We're not going to count our burgers before they roost, or whatever it was you said earlier. So we won't do caller 12 because they got to get number 12. First pitch is at what time, Jesse?
1:10 this afternoon.
And our coverage on 100.5 ESPN Madison and 620 WTMJ. Also, we have the Beaver Dam part of the network,
95.3 WBEV. Yep.
Coverage starts at 12:35, so shortly after we go off the air. Caller 11 right now for Pirate Trivia, 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Pirate Trivia on Wilde Tausch Trivia is next. After I tell you about the great folks, and they are great. Vince is awesome. We're so excited to have them on board with the show. It's Lakeland Supply. And core values are an important piece to any successful business, and Lakeland Supply is no different. They've been displaying their core values in the industrial supply space for over 40 years. Integrity, excellence, stewardship, partnership, and faith. They're ISO certified, a Future 50 winner, top rated in customer satisfaction, and they believe in giving back to their community. Lakeland isn't one of those catalog companies either. They work with you to be your packaging and supply expert, building plans around what you want. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. So set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. Trivia is next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 19th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in August 19th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history, like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Best Marquette games ever, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Most memorable ever, if you consider the most famous postgame photo, February 5th, 1974, 59-58, Marquette over Wisconsin on a last-second 20-foot shot by Maurice Lucas. This still-famous photo has a joyous Al McGuire jumping on the scorer's table, and the father of the opposing team's talented twin sons responding with a half a peace sign or the middle finger. And Maurice Lucas saying, Coach Al would have been hiding under that table if I had made that shot. If you're a company owner offering medical insurance for your employees, you may be sick and tired of the constant increase in rates or change in benefits. Now's the time to take a look at a different type of plan. At Saganiac Planning, it's called level funding, an opportunity to keep premiums low and possibly receive a return of your premiums. For more information, call John Saganiac Jr. Level Funding, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
I hope someday we'll sit down together and laugh with each other about these days, these days. All our troubles we'll lay to rest and we wish we could come back to these days, these days.
Time for trivia. Let's welcome in our contestant. This can't be. Again,
Oh,
Jesse?
boy. Somebody's excited. Oh, look at him.
Woohoo! Another first timer. It's good karma. Let's welcome him in. It is John in Brookfield. John, good morning. Welcome to your debut of Wilde Tausch Trivia. How you doing?
Good. I've got 2 anecdotes for you. I'll try to make it quick. So I gave you guys up for Lent. I gave you up for Lent because I was listening for 3 hours a day, and today's the first day I started listening again.
Oh, wait a minute.
Jeez, that's a long time. Lent ended
a while ago.
April.
Ended on Easter. Would you forget about us?
Just, you get into a habit and start developing other interests and stuff, and and the other quick thing is,
well, I really hope the second story.
We don't
is
want
better
you
than the
developing
first
other
one.
interests, John. Not from 9 till 12. Have your interest in the afternoon.
the other thing is, like 2 weeks ago, we did an escape room and with a bunch of coworkers, and it was pirate themed, and we all kind of came out of the escape room going, "Arr, aye, arr."
Well, and then I gotta tell you, we're happy to have you. We're happy you're a first-time contestant. We're happy to have you back listening. Don't let it happen again. All right, let's play trivia.
John, did you solve the escape room with your workmates?
We did. Yeah, we did. We did
How
one
much
out
help?
in Waukesha, and I think they gave us one clue, but we did it. We worked real well together as a team.
Okay.
Yeah,
That might be a
it was
fun
great.
Wilde and Tausch little thing to go do.
I'd rather
We've
do the
done
murder
escape rooms.
mystery
They're
train
fun.
dinner thing.
They're fun.
I don't want to be in a room with you. The show's better when I'm not
I feel
in a room
like
with
you
you,
would be
too.
pretty aggravating to do an escape room with.
Who would? I would?
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably a fair criticism.
Yarr,
Get Big
time
Cat.
for trivia.
I'll bring Big Cat with me.
Can I ask you a question very quick, John, before we play trivia? If that's okay with
Yeah,
you.
I'm messaging a coworker. She's the biggest pirate fan in the world that I know. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, she'll maybe know what the answer is to this then. What do you call a pirate who doesn't believe the ocean exists?
Vanessa, what do we got here? No, pirate who doesn't believe the ocean exists.
Yeah, what do you call that? You're gonna laugh.
I don't know. My fifth grade daughter said not a pirate. How's that? Close enough?
Not bad. That's not it. A conspiracy theorist.
That's one of your better ones. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, let's not act like you came up with that yourself. You read that from a book somewhere.
I found
All
it
right.
on the internet.
John, question number 1 is this.
Why am I going third? Why am I going third on
look,
this?
No,
I'm just asking. Jesse has a rationale for
Dramatic
these.
build-up and a chance to prepare.
All right.
I think it's
Okay.
I gotta be honest. I think it's probably better for you to go first and get it out of the way. Would you like to go first?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Shiver me timbers, mate. What would be the name of the most famous fiction of pirates of all time, featured as the main villain in Peter Pan? Is it
Sound like the Packers
a Captain?
kicker.
Is it a Captain Hook? Is it Captain Barbossa?
Hi, matey.
Or is it Arnold Palmer?
Never gets
Captain Hook, matey.
Yeah. I thought I crushed the Arnold Palmer part. The first part,
just
not
channel
as good.
that for the rest of it and start there.
Yeah.
It really is amazing.
Okay. Well.
In kind of a weird way. All right. First debate, Jesse, I believe, has question number 2, and now that puts me, Admiral Wilde, batting pseudo cleanup here.
Ahoy, John! Pittsburgh Pirates star pitcher Paul Skeens and longtime girlfriend Livy Dunn, who Tausch accidentally followed on Instagram, both attended college at which SEC university? Did they go to Tennessee, LSU, or Arkansas?
I'm having a hard time getting over that Arkansas thing. So, what was B again?
I'll give you all 3. Tennessee, LSU, or Arkansas?
I'll say B, LSU.
All right, John, you're 2 for 2. Here comes question 3. Hoist the sails of the pirate ship featured at Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And tell me this, in which type of industry does the Raymond James Company operate? Is it telecommunications, financial services, or do they sell ice cream?
I know it's not C. What was it? Telecommunications or what? What was it?
Financial,
telecommunications or financial services.
Financial services.
A perfect 3 for 3.
There you go.
Welcome back to the show. Don't ever leave again.
I have one more question for John if he'd like
Of
it,
course,
since he did so well.
Of course you do. Yes, indeed.
John, what did the Pirates say to the plumber?
I don't know, something about a landlubber. I don't know. My daughter's
cover up your crack. You gotta see this coming a mile away. Release the crack and get to work.
Oh boy, John, you got all 3 right. You got 4 entries into the drawing for a ESPN Wisconsin prize pack. Good luck, buddy. Welcome back.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks for the laugh.
That was fun. Jesse, great job on trivia. I'm glad we did not lose it because we didn't do trivia yesterday. Well done. Tausch, in your best Golden Colorado accent, tell us about your love of Coors Light.
Yeah, whether you're playing Pirate Trivia, going to the Brewer game this afternoon, looking for that 12-game win streak, pre-game, post-game, whatever it might be, crack open a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold package, because it is made to chill. Make sure, look at that right there. Make sure those mountains are blue. That's when you know it is chilled to perfection. But make sure you celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
Yesterday, Whoa Nelly did not go well.
No, it was not good.
Much like Jacob Monk will be looking to redeem himself against the Colts, Jesse Monk will do his best to redeem himself. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Get ready for a free fight night, Milwaukee. Rev and Rumble Boxing Night is coming to Davidson Park on Saturday, August 23rd. Watch top amateur fighters from across the Midwest go head-to-head in a night of non-stop action. Enjoy local food trucks, drinks, and exclusive merch, plus family fun like face painting and retro video games. That's Rev and Rumble Boxing Night at Davidson Park. Free for all ages from 3 to 8 p.m. on Saturday, August 23rd. Learn more and register at revandrumble.com.
Buying a new roof might not be the most exciting thing you'll do this year, but for us at Big Fish Contracting, being chosen to do that roof for you not only provides income for multiple families in southeastern Wisconsin, but has a global reach and impact around the world. To us, it's more than just a roof. We've been earning trust for over 2 decades, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Go to bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
Following Saturday's preseason opener against the New York Jets, Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love was seen with his left thumb taped at Monday's practice, closed to the public but open to the media. Tuesday morning, the bad news came down as general manager Brian Gutekunst announced that the QB would be undergoing a procedure on his thumb and hopes he'll be ready come week 1 against the Lions.
Jordan is having a little procedure done on his left thumb that he hurt in the game. Hope to have him back at practice next week.
Continued coverage all day right here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Alex Strofe.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Need a mortgage? Don't look far. In your backyard is where we are. Visit a Tri-City near you. Get a great rate from your hometown crew. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 433891.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
The redemption tour of Whoa Nelly begins now.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde Tausch.
Yesterday did not go well.
There's an understatement.
Therefore, I yield my Whoa Nelly time.
Oh, you're quitting?
To 2 special surprise guests. live from a George Webb's near you.
Oh, look at this.
It's Alex Strofe and Will Summers.
Pesh to go? Hey, boys. You guys did Pesh to go?
Not Pesh to go, no. I didn't know there was
cute.
one in
You
Pesh
guys
to go.
we didn't know either until Jason brought it up. You guys are sharing earbuds. That's cute.
Yeah, we figured easier to hear us and easier to hear you this way. Same side of the booth, kind of like we're on a date, you know?
And eating burgers like Lady of the Tramp.
He actually has pocket pancakes, but I'm having a burger. It's delicious, phenomenal.
I guess my question is, given your behavior the last time there'd been 11 consecutive victories, do you feel like going and supporting your local George Webb by purchasing your food is going to bring us better karma than the last time when you put your lawn chair outside and waited in line or were the line for your free burgers? You think this is a better way to go?
Yeah, I don't want to speak for Will, but I just feel like we're supporting
You're the one with
local
the
business and having lunch. Yeah, well, he can have it. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean, we're a little bit hungry. We're just going to get an early lunch. I don't really see what the problem is with that.
Oh, great. Nicely done.
Thanks, Tausch.
I am curious, which George Webb location are you at? Would you like some people to come join you, or are you trying to keep are you like Tausch, you want your location undisclosed?
Undisclosed.
Okay. My next question is, I don't see anybody at the tables nearby. Is George Webb busy today, or do we think a lot of people are holding out for the free potential burgers that could be coming next?
So there's probably about 10 other people in here, supporting local business, supporting George Webb, who's going to be giving away, allegedly, hundreds of thousands of burgers, hopefully tomorrow. Wouldn't be tomorrow? Oh, gotcha. Okay, they need more time to prepare. Got it.
Suddenly, this became a valuable segment. We learned some information.
I gotta be honest.
Now you know.
Didn't expect that would be the case.
Breaking news.
I love that they're getting ready. I don't really want to give you guys much opportunity to ruin this, so I'm trying to, delicately discuss this with you. Because I know you did issue an apology the last time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they did, and they shouldn't have. I don't think they did anything wrong last time.
You didn't apologize? I could have sworn I saw you apologizing.
Why do you think he apologized?
On social media.
It may have been captioned Alex Stroh's apology, but I apologize to anybody that believes in superstition and jinxes. That's on them, not me.
Okay.
Including you, Jason, by the way.
No,
because you were tweeting about me at 11 o'clock last night. You're starting the show with saying we should be banned from the airwaves today. I just want to support local business. I love George Webb.
Well, there you go.
Are you going to go to the other locations and just eat your way around all the George Webbs in town for the rest of the day?
It's not a bad idea. I could do Mr. Relevant live from one, do KBN live from another, do the Homer Hour live from another. Will, how many are there in the Milwaukee area? Will, do you know? No idea. You guys know?
I was looking this up earlier. That's the closest one to us here in Green Bay, and you being a Green Bay native, the number of locations. Now again, give me a random Milwaukee zip code, 53219. Let's do that.
Sure.
53. This is great radio.
Did we ever find out if that Peshtigo one was open for them to have to go up there?
They're open. They are definitely open. The closest
the mascot's
ones
here again.
I'm sorry?
The George Webb mascot is outside with a sign that says "We want free burgers."
Good.
Yeah,
he doesn't believe in jinxes either.
So what's the difference with Strophe and Will did that compared to the mascot doing it? Is there a difference?
The
now,
mascot
if the Brewers
works
lose
there.
today, are we going to blame the mascot?
We should.
Yeah, I've got 21 locations throughout the greater Milwaukee area. So 20 to go.
I don't know if I can. That's literally almost a marathon, right? 26 miles is a marathon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can knock it all out, considering the game starts in what, an hour 10, hour 20 minutes.
That's true. But now we know you won't get free burgers tomorrow, so we would allow you to continue your quest.
That's true.
Tomorrow.
Weren't you supposed to do 24 hours in a diner with Craig for that Pick'em League last year on Sunday Karma? Maybe this could be the return on investment there, as you and Craig and Will you do a marathon until you finish the George Webb's tour.
Yeah, that's true. That's not a half bad idea by you, Jesse. I don't know, Will. You weren't around when this occurred. Okay, so you're saying if they lose, we have to do the marathon, or if they win, we have to do the marathon?
I think you do it either way, honestly.
It's true.
You
I'm very distracted by the mascot behind us.
Okay. Well, we can let you and George hang out together, and Will.
That'd be good.
1:10 first pitch. Hopefully the Brewers emerge victorious, and these two pocket pancake burger munching knuckleheads will be able to celebrate with a tour of all of the George Webbs in the southeastern Wisconsin region. Boys, have fun. Keep it up.
I have a mouthful of food, otherwise I'd speak. Thanks, guys.
Well, that was a nice surprise.
That was nice, yeah. After the bludgeoning that old boy took yesterday, he kind of passed it off to others.
Now if you thought it was bad, it's not on me. Yeah.
That was good. That was good planning. Did you come up with that on your own, or did somebody else have that creative idea?
We collaborated there.
Okay. Well, I liked it. And by the way,
it's the opposite of that, though.
Yeah, fair. By the way, I tweeted that last night in good fun. I don't believe in jinxes either. But, we want people to be engaging on social media, so I tried to participate in the social media process. I don't think that it's their fault that the Brewers lost.
I think there's
Game
a
12.
difference between believing in jinxes and being superstitious.
You think so?
Because I think all of us have a little superstition in us.
Knock on wood.
Amen. Amen.
I'm superstitious that the next time we see Bucky, he's going to nose butt you again, and then you're going to emerge with a concussion. But you won't forget. Symptoms. You won't forget that you love UW Credit Union.
Concussion-like symptoms, but you know what? For every stage of life and consciousness, UW Credit Union is here for you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. I love keeping my banking local. I love that member-first service, and I love the great perks that are one of the many reasons I joined and became a member of the UW Credit Union. But even with Bucky almost giving me a concussion, I love that little fella. You can't say no to that face, and I love Wisconsin. You just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes you do crazy things, but, man, does this make sense. Become a UW Credit Union member today. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde
Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Ben Brust. This Friday, August 15th, join Kyle Brust and Ortman live from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Vault Restaurant in downtown Milwaukee. We'll have drink specials, raffle items, Milwaukee baseball tickets, and of course, a wonderful view of downtown Milwaukee. A portion of the proceeds are also going to support the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. To support a great cause and to celebrate one of the best venues in Milwaukee, head to the Vault this Friday, August 15th on Kilbourne Ave in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. We'll see you there.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well. Born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
It's racing season, and that means Road America Florida and Elkhart Lake is the best place to be. It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust here, and I got the chance to chat with Road America's communications director, John Everett, about what makes Road America special for drivers and fans. Tell us why you think, if you haven't been, why you need to go, what's happened, and what is the future here.
Here's the deal. We're called America's National Parker Speed for a reason, because you're not dedicated to a seat. Once you come in, you can move around the facility, and there's tons of improvements to check out, including our new walkover bridge and golf cart bridge along the front straight. The Mission Too Fast, Too Tasty Beach was massively popular during our IMSA event. It's always fun to sort of sit under a palm tree, put your feet in the sand, and watch some world-class racing. There's still lots of great racing coming up. You've got the GT World Challenge that's going to be August 15th through the 17th. During the VSCD8 event, September 12th through the 14th, we're going to have a fireworks show on Friday night. It's included with your event admission, so definitely check out roadamerica.com for that, because we're going to be celebrating our 70th anniversary during that event.
Be a part of race day at Road America. Visit roadamerica.com to get tickets.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One Collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One Collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One Collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
An unsuspecting driver at a gas station in Wisconsin.
Welcome, Paul 15. How you doing?
Great.
Were you wearing your seatbelt today?
I never wear my seatbelt.
We're going to get him. We're going to get him real good.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, sir. How you doing? Donald Driver. It takes 1 second to strap a seatbelt on. Well, let's do this. Let's do it together. Now, don't that feel better?
Donald Driver can't always be there to remind you.
Click it or ticket.
And let's reduce fatalities on Wisconsin roadways.
And I should have recognized your voice when you're harassing.
I'm watching you.
Sponsored by Wisconsin DOT.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
All right, we're out of time as usual. Brewers Pirates for 12 in a row. 1:10 first pitch. Coverage begins on the Brewers radio network. 620 WTMJ, 100.5 ESPN Madison, WBEV in Beaver Dam at 12:35. And by this time tomorrow, we'll either be talking burgers or we'll still be talking about how good this team is, even if they don't get to 12 in a row. We'll find out this afternoon. Thanks for coming along for the ride with us today. Can't wait for Eleanor to get home from camp. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com. Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Bulaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this, just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Who missed the final 10 games of last season after tearing his ACL and MCL. And, of course, you